Developing a space rocket is incredibly difficult, but if there's anything even more challenging, it's building a space plane that can go to orbit, return to Earth, and land gracefully like a conventional airplane. That's exactly what the Dream Chaser from Sierra Space is designed to do, but achieving this feat is no easy task, and the company has been working hard to overcome several technical hurdles to make it a reality. In this video, we're going to dive into the challenges, the progress, and the exciting future of the Dream Chaser spaceplane. Before we delve any deeper, please make sure to subscribe to our channel for future updates about space rockets and cutting-edge technology. After NASA retired the Space Shuttle program in 2011, the United States faced a major problem. Without a domestic spacecraft to transport astronauts, NASA had to rely on Russia's Soyuz spacecraft to send crews to the International Space Station. This reliance was expensive and raised concerns about depending on another country for such a critical capability. To address this, NASA launched the Commercial Crew Program to fund American companies to develop spacecraft that could take astronauts to the International Space Station and bring them back safely. NASA awarded contracts to two companies in 2014 to develop crewed spacecraft, Boeing and SpaceX. Boeing received $4.2 billion to build its Starliner, while SpaceX was given $2.6 billion to develop the Crew Dragon. The goal was to create competition between the companies and ensure that NASA would have at least two reliable spacecraft for crewed missions. SpaceX's Crew Dragon has been very successful. Its first crewed mission, Demo 2, launched in May 2020, making it the first time astronauts had launched from U.S. soil since the Space Shuttle's retirement. Since then, Crew Dragon has completed multiple operational missions, reliably taking astronauts to and from the ISS. Its design focuses on reusability and cost-effectiveness, which helps make space exploration more sustainable. On the other hand, Boeing's Starliner has faced several setbacks. During its uncrewed test flight in 2019, software issues caused the spacecraft to miss its target orbit and fail to dock with the International Space Station. Boeing has spent years trying to fix these problems, but delays and additional testing have slowed the program significantly. As of now, Starliner has yet to complete a crewed mission, even though Boeing received over $4 billion from NASA. While SpaceX and Boeing focused on capsule-based designs, Sierra Space has taken a different approach with its Dream Chaser. Unlike Crew Dragon and Starliner, Dream Chaser is a winged spaceplane. This design allows it to take off atop a rocket, orbit Earth, and then land on a runway like an airplane. Dream Chaser is designed to transport both cargo and crew. The cargo version, called Tenacity, is nearing completion and is expected to make its first flight in 2025. This spacecraft is part of NASA's Commercial Resupply Services 2 program, which will use Dream Chaser to deliver supplies and experiments to the International Space Station. It can carry more than 6 tons of cargo and is equipped with a unique feature of landing on commercial runways. This smooth landing capability is especially useful for returning delicate experiments or equipment that might be damaged in a more traditional capsule splashdown. Sierra Space is also working on a crewed version of the Dream Chaser that can carry up to 7 astronauts. However, there are some serious challenges with Dream Chaser, and one of the biggest is developing a reliable thermal protection system for atmospheric re-entry. The extreme heat generated as the spacecraft passes through Earth's atmosphere can destroy unprotected materials. Creating a robust and reusable heat shield is a critical technical hurdle Sierra Space has had to address. Dream Chaser's heat shield draws inspiration from NASA's Space Shuttle program, but incorporates significant advancements to overcome the limitations of that older design. The Space Shuttle, which first flew in the 1980s, used over 24,000 ceramic tiles to protect its surface during re-entry. While effective, these tiles were fragile, prone to detachment, and required extensive maintenance between flights. In contrast, Dream Chaser uses approximately 2,000 tiles, significantly reducing complexity and improving reliability. These tiles are made from advanced materials like silicon carbide and carbon fibers, which provide superior thermal resistance, strength, and durability. Unlike the shuttle's tiles, Dream Chaser's heat shield is designed to withstand multiple flights with minimal maintenance. The use of modern manufacturing techniques also makes these tiles less labor-intensive to produce, addressing some of the cost and time challenges faced by earlier spacecraft. Dream Chaser's capabilities extend beyond thermal protection. The spacecraft features internal thrusters for precise maneuvering in orbit, allowing it to dock with the International Space Station or other orbital destinations. Its fixed wings provide aerodynamic stability during re-entry, and its ability to land on commercial runways makes it highly versatile. This unique design enables Dream Chaser to land at a variety of locations, offering more flexibility than traditional capsule-based spacecraft, which are limited to specific landing zones. Another standout feature of Dream Chaser is its Shooting Star cargo module. This module can carry up to 7,000 pounds of supplies, including food, scientific experiments, and equipment for the ISS. It also has an external storage area for additional payloads. The Shooting Star is designed to burn up upon re-entry, providing a practical way to dispose of trash from the International Space Station. This capability addresses a long-standing logistical issue for space missions and adds to Dream Chaser's utility. Sierra Space is already planning the next steps for the Dream Chaser program. After the maiden flight of Tenacity, the company intends to introduce a second spacecraft named Reverence. This new vehicle will include even more advanced technology, such as an upgraded heat shield for improved performance and durability. Reverence is expected to debut in 2025 or 2026, depending on the success of Tenacity's missions and the lessons learned from its operations. Another significant challenge facing the Dream Chaser program is its choice of rocket launch provider. Sierra Space has partnered with United Launch Alliance, ULA, to use their Vulcan Centaur rocket for launching Dream Chaser into orbit. While ULA has a strong history in the aerospace industry, the Vulcan Centaur is a relatively new rocket that has yet to prove itself in real-world operations. This choice raises concerns about reliability, especially when compared to SpaceX's Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy, which have established themselves as industry leaders in reliability. Vulcan Centaur has faced multiple delays and technical issues during its development. A notable setback occurred in mid-2023 when one of the BE-4 engines exploded during testing. This incident raised questions about the reliability of the engine and caused further delays to Vulcan's first test flight. As of now, the rocket has yet to complete a successful mission, leaving its reliability unproven. A key drawback of Vulcan Centaur compared to SpaceX's rockets is its lack of reusability. Each Vulcan Centaur launch requires a brand new rocket, making it more expensive and less efficient in the long run. In contrast, SpaceX's Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy are designed with reusability in mind. The first stage of the Falcon 9 can return to Earth and land either on a drone ship or a landing pad, allowing it to be refurbished and reused for future missions. This innovation dramatically reduces the cost per launch and allows for quicker turnaround times between flights. The Falcon 9 has also demonstrated exceptional reliability, completing over 200 successful launches as of late 2024. Its track record has made it the preferred choice for numerous commercial, government, and even NASA missions. Additionally, the Falcon Heavy, a more powerful rocket, could be an excellent alternative for launching Dream Chaser. With its ability to carry heavier payloads and its proven reliability, Falcon Heavy would provide flexibility for missions requiring more cargo or higher orbits. Another issue is ULA's financial stability. The company is a joint venture between Boeing and Lockheed Martin, two aerospace giants. However, reports suggest that both parent companies are considering selling ULA due to financial struggles and shifting priorities. ULA is reportedly looking for potential buyers, with Sierra Space being one of the interested parties. Given these risks, it may be worth reconsidering SpaceX's Falcon 9 or Falcon Heavy as potential alternatives for launching Dream Chaser. That's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.